We pick it up in KZN, where in Durban, the Bonella community is reeling with shock after 3 teenagers were killed execution-style amid a social media dispute. Among them was 18-year-old Jaden Vanderbel, who, along with his friends, was shot in the head on June 7 outside his home at a block of flats by an unidentified assailant. The family of the victims expressed disbelief, believing a prior dispute with another group of boys had been settled peacefully. Joining us live for further updates on this story is at Newzroom Afrika's Nobuhle Modise. Nobuhle, not that it's a good afternoon, obviously horrific scenes or issues that we are witnessing at the moment, fact that you may have witnessed, or certainly some of the residents have witnessed. Talk to us about what's transpired, what's led to this shooting. Do we know?
A shocking story indeed, Hugo. What we do know so far is that on the 7th of June, an unidentified man came into these block of flats and shot at 3 boys. Now, these boys are aged, the youngest being 16, there's Jaden, who's 18, and another boy who was 22 years old. And this is said to have started from a social media dispute. Now, there aren't details as to what exactly caused that particular dispute, but as I was speaking to one of the victims' mothers earlier, she mentioned the fact that she actually thought that this dispute was settled as far back as last year already, when they were called into the school to come and settle whatever issues that the boys had with each other, and she says, as far as she knows, that was settled, not knowing that, on the side, as she's saying, she's a parent and they don't really know what their children get up to when they're not around them. There were lives that were going on Instagram between a group of rival boys, and that's when they were told that they are going to be shot at, and this is exactly what transpired. Apparently, one of an unidentified man walked through the gates of this particular block of flats, shooting at the 3 boys. They were all shot in the face or in the head, and the spot where I'm standing is where, unfortunately, 18-year-old Jaden Vanderbel dropped, and this is where he is said to have lost his life. I'm actually standing with his mother, Therese Vanderbel, just to for her to actually, bring us up to speed with exactly what it is occurred. I mean, I've relayed parts of the story, but you would know better as to what exactly happened. What happened here, Therese?
It was Friday the 7th of June. It was approximately at 10 to 8. I was sitting in my home and these gunshots went off. And instantly, as a mother, you got that reaction. You knew same time your child was hurt. You knew that this had something to do with your child. I was screaming for my child. Where's my child? Where's my child? Where's my child? At 19:52, I contacted him. I'm phoning his phone. I got no answer on the call. When I looked over the balcony, I'd already seen one of the children laying there. And my sister ran down screaming that they all dead. And that fear had already settled within me that I couldn't get down those stairs. I couldn't get down to thinking. That's when one of the boys came around and said, Chaps has been shot. Chaps has been shot. With that, I ran down. I contacted my brother to let him come with the vehicle because I said he needed to get to hospital. My brother got here, looked at him, rushed off, got the vehicle, came, they carried him, they put him in the vehicle. At that time, it was just, all this blood was just coming out. I did not see my child. They did not want me to see him. They rushed him to the hospital. I got to Al-Qadi, they walked out, they said, he got a pulse. So being hopeful, thinking that, it's not that serious, because I hadn't known where he had even been shot. It wasn't even 3 minutes later, they walked out and they declared him dead. The people that helped him here cut his shirts open, looking for these holes. They could not find a hole. The hole was above his lip, which hits all his teeth out. The Saturday afternoon, we came and we actually picked up all my child's teeth. They were laying here on the floor. This was a senseless killing. It was a senseless thing. This thing had started on Instagram. Children going on lives and swearing one another. We did not think that, as a mother, I heard about this thing from the school when I went into school and faced the tribunal. I had thought that this thing was over, but to my knowledge, this was a real occurrence between them continuously, with these back and forths on these lives on Instagram, swearing one another, going on. I did not think that it would come to this. One of the boys of here received a call before the shooting saying that these people are coming to kill them. This child, I say as a friend, Why did you not come and scream and alert your friends or whatever it was at that time to get them away? Because there was 4 of them that were left standing there. The rest of the boys that always sit there, not one of them were there. It was just these 4 boys that were there. One child made it out. As a mother, this was assassination. It was not children coming to shoot. As I said, there's been stories on how much has been paid for this because it was a hit. I mean, these were babies to be killed like this.
Thank you very much. That is Therese van der Bijl, who is the mother of 18-year-old Jaden, who unfortunately lost his life during that incident. My colleague Gift Ngosi is just showing you the shrine that has been created in his remembrance. There's also another shrine, 2 more shrines as you enter this particular block of flats towards the gate of the other 2 boys where they fell and unfortunately lost their lives. And as the mother is saying, she is really questioning, what type of killing this was, saying she believes it's an assassination, as all the boys were shot in the face, and she also struggles to believe that this could have been young boys shooting at other young boys, because this was one assailant who nobody knows who he is or who he was and how much he was paid and why this was done. But this is a developing story, and we will continue to give you updates as and when it allows.
Nobuhle Modise giving us an update on the sad passing of those 3 young boys who were shot execution style.